That whole car chase sequence was created in Seedance 2.0 inside of Dzine. And in the coming up video, you're going to see what AI can't replace. Following that, I'm going to do a tutorial where I break down the process of how this was made. So buckle in, stay tuned, and let's watch the full video.
This one's for the team. We have an incredible group of creatives at Uniflix. We appreciate the recognition for the great work they do. Thank you. We wouldn't be where we are today without such a great team. We all know AI is here, and for us to continue to succeed, we must integrate it into our process. This is going to completely change the game. It's not AI that will replace you, but someone using AI.
Wow, that's incredible. We can create this so easily now. They don't need me anymore.
I built a world from a spark in my head, turned every line into something they said. We were a fire, we lit up the room, turning our visions to something that moved. Hands in the air, they were calling my name. We were the ones that were changing the game. Every idea felt larger than life. We were the edge of the future in sight. We thought it would all stay, but nothing ever dies. We were the dreamers, the ones who could see what no one else could ever believe. We were the voice in the noise of it all, standing so high, never thought we would fall. It wasn't the ending, it was just the start. Or so I thought back then in the dark.
Of the company's future. Shares in the streaming giant have plummeted in the last hour as subscribers continue to cancel their accounts. Unifrax and poultry, your paired TV chicken.
What we had from the beginning was human creativity. Then we tried to hand it all off to AI, which is incredible at mass production. But it wasn't enough. Even with all the training, something was missing.
Many believed the tools alone would be enough.
But it turns out human inspiration is what makes the difference.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that short film made in Dzine. Let's get into the platform and on with the tutorial. So here we are within the Dzine platform, and we're within the project called The Last Creative, and one of the pictures is on the screen here. The first step I'm going to take you through is creating one of the scenes in the video. We'll go back and do the pictures and all those things afterwards, but let's jump straight into the action. So here we are with one of the pictures at the bottom, and we actually have quite a few layers on the canvas here, which I can show you. So you see lots of the pictures here and even the character sheet as well. So the first place we're going to go to is at the bottom here. We've got this chat window interface where you have AI image, AI video, and you have motion control. And so we're going to go into AI video, and we're going to choose Seedance 2.0. This is the model I've been using. So I'm going to paste in the prompt for this scene. There it is now within the box at the bottom here. And it says use image 1 for the car reference. So I'm going to go in here. I've got into history because it's not on my layer right now. And this is the car reference image here. I'm going to grab that. And then use image 2 for character identity. And this is my character sheet here, which is the character identity. And then I need to just change these to actually select them. So I'm going to click at image 1 for the car reference and at image 2 for the character identity sheet. It's going to look quickly down this prompt, and at the beginning it tells you, what images are for what, and then it says this is a cinematic journey. It shows the creator leaving behind isolation, moving towards a new future. The 4 beats within this shot: car going through the countryside as the sun rises dramatically over the horizon, a low angle tracking shot beside the car, wheels moving smoothly over the road, an interior close-up of his face lit by the sunrise, and beat 4, wide shot from behind the car as he drives towards the distant city. This is like near the end of the film, and then talks about the environment, the camera, the style. The style is claymation, stop motion, cinematic realism, handcrafted textures, the audio, engine humming and all that stuff, and no music, and constraints. And in here it will have things like no glitches and that the car's not a convertible. So then down the bottom here, we've got Seedance 2.0. We want it to be 16:9 and 1080p. Now you can create straight in 1080p. Another option, if you wanted to do this in a cheaper way, is you can create in 720p for much cheaper than you can create in 1080p. And then there's an upscale option afterwards, once the video is created, to upscale to 1080p for just 30 more credits. So much cheaper to do it that way. But I'm doing it in 1080p here, and that's at 15 seconds, 1080p 16:9, and then click generate. And that's how I created all of the 15-second clips using Seedance, using the images that I'd already created, and the prompts where you reference those images and what's going to happen. First thing you need to do when you start is have a story. First of all, I thought of the story. So the first thing I created was the character reference sheet, and this is it here. And for this character reference sheet, I actually used Seedream 4.5. And I just told the LLM that I want a character reference sheet with a left panel with a close-up portrait of the character's face, and then middle panel and right panel with a full body front shot and full body rear shot, and then described what the character should look like. And the LLM helped me to write this prompt. Basically, I wanted a claymation looking creative character, and this is what I got using Seedream 4.5. In fact, no matter the model I used, they all came out pretty similar. This was Nano Banana Pro, which gives me a very similar result for the same prompt as well. So once I had my character locked in, the next thing I wanted to do was create the first images for each of the scenes, each of the beats of this story. And so then I use the character sheet. I go into the bottom reference box here and I choose AI image and choose the character reference sheet. That's what I've chosen here, and pop in my prompt here. And I say use the same claymation character from the reference image. I want this scene, a stylized cinematic scene inside a creative studio focused on a large central workstation. The main character sits slightly forward, holding a stylus interacting with glowing interface. And it follows the same format as the last ones, where it tells you what's happening, tells you the camera, the lighting, the emotion, the style. And so you get an image like this. Once you have your first image, you want to keep not only your character consistent, but also the setting, the style consistent from scene to scene. So then as you carry on to do the next scenes, I make reference to not only the character sheet, but also to previous scenes images as well, as seen in this prompt here, where it says, use reference image 1, the character's identity, for the face proportions, the clothing, and then use image 2 for the lighting, the color, the tone, and the cinematic style. And I went through and created all of the images. Then I downloaded all the images for the beginning of the scenes, put them in a folder to make it easy to access them. We have the character sheet, the first image from scene 1 where he's telling them, about how they've done so well. And the second scene where he's training the AI, showing them how to use it. Third scene where he's not needed anymore. Fourth scene where he leaves the office because he's not needed anymore. Then back at home. And then he hears that the company's going downhill because they're just producing the same stuff all the time, and gets the call to come back to the office. And then things turn around when humans and AI work together to create incredible stuff with human inspiration. With all the beginning keyframes for each of the scenes in place, the next thing is to create those videos. So you might be asking yourself, how did you create the prompts that you used to create those videos? Well, I have a GPT that I created called Seedance 2.0 Cinematic Prompt Writer, and basically it will help you create the prompts that you've just seen. And so here you can see I gave it an image and I said, let's build the final scene where he's addressing the room again, just like he did in the first one. I'm going to use the audio reference like we did earlier on, and he's basically saying what he had from the beginning. So I'm also going to show you how you can use an audio reference to have a consistent voice throughout the video as well. This is what happens once you do that. You share the image and you share what you want it to do, and it creates two versions of the prompts referring to the image of the office layout that we just shared with it. It already knows about the image of the character, so it adds use at image for the main character identity, and then it keeps these prompts nice and tight, following the constraints of what is best for prompting Seedance 2.0, where you first of all clarify at the beginning what is what images are for what's happening in each beat of the scene, and then after that you define what the camera is going to do, the style of the video, the audio, and then the constraints of the video. And it gives you two versions within this GPT. If you'd like access to the GPT mentioned in this video, make sure to check out the school.com/ACT community, where we have over 2,100 members who are engaging in using AI tools to create incredible videos and stories. We meet every Friday, which you can find those meetings in the calendar. It's a free community to join. I even run a paid cohort, which is coming up the next one, if you'd like to learn AI video from beginning to end. So make sure to check out school.com/ACT, and I'll see you inside the community. So that leads nicely to this point here. So I'm going to refer to @image1 for the office layout here. And then we're going to refer to @image2 for the main character identity. And then we need to add an audio file. So you bring up this window here for add, and then you just need an audio clip of the voice you want to use, whether you create that in ElevenLabs or whether you use your own voice. You just need like a short clip of audio. And so then this is my clip of audio, which I made in ElevenLabs using one of the voices I have there.
Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to work with such a great team.
It's just saying some random words that has nothing to do with what I actually want him to say in this scene. And so I can then reference that. So we're using @audio1 for the main character's picture and voice, and then it will be referenced here as well. Use the voice @audio1.
What we had from the beginning was human creativity. Then we tried to hand it all off to AI, which is incredible at mass production. But it wasn't enough. Even with all the training, something was missing.
As I'm building out the 15-second clips, I'm editing them together within CapCut and choosing the bits I like. And also I create myself some music to help. I like to use music to help with the flow of how the video goes as well. So I created the music within Suno using a prompt within there, which I also just asked the GPT to create some music that it felt would be suiting to that. And then once I had that piece of music, I also then created pieces that were similar to that within the Suno platform. And this is the edit here within CapCut, just where I put together the different clips. And you don't have to use the whole 15 seconds, it has to be said. Quite often I use just sections of each of the 15 seconds, and then I layer the music underneath and separate the audio and mix it all together to create what you saw as the final video. Now, if we were to get into editing and creating music, that would be a whole separate video, so we'll leave that for another day. First, I want to say thank you to Dzine for creating this incredible platform with all of these tools available at our fingertips. It's been incredibly fun to create this video using Seedance 2 within Dzine, using Nano Banana 2 and Seedance 2.0. So make sure to subscribe to this channel for more upcoming tutorials on how to use the Dzine platform to bring to life your own short films, adverts, stories, whatever it is you want to create. And let us know in the comments what you're going to use these tools for, and we'll see you in the next video here.